Hello! Today I'm doing a reading for you for Meghan Markle, and it's a 14-day reading and see how she's getting on. The spirit world, well, my guides have asked me to do this reading for a few days now, so I think they've got something special to say, and I will tell you that if it comes through at the end of the reading. So stick with me till the end. Just shuffle this. So Meghan Markle, do we call her princess? I'm not sure what we call her now. I'm not an expert on the royals, but let's have a look. 14-day reading. I'll tell you the negatives first. My name's David Charles, international psychic medium, master of witchcraft. If you'd like a psychic reading with me on the telephone, go to my website's down there, davidcharlespsychic.com or David Charles Psychic Limited. And I have a team of over 100 psychics working for me, so if you don't want me, you can have one of the team, and they're very good. Now then, Meghan Markle for 14 days. Let's see why I've been drawn to this. Well, she's got some problems here, but it's not the end of the world. It's not disastrous. One of these is, I hope you can see that, one of the sword cards. Swords are spades in an ordinary deck. That shows somebody awake at night with their worries. Tells me she's not sleeping very well. She's worried about something. Or she may be just overactive and thinking things through in the night time. But she's alone. She may not be alone, but she feels alone. She feels alone with her worries at night. And we have a cup card here. Look at that person looking down. The cup cards in an ordinary deck would be the hearts, and that card shows somebody who's a bit depressed or a bit down. Depressed is not usually the word I like to use, but someone a bit sad sometimes. They don't show it. In fact, she shows the opposite, but I think she's on a little bit of a downer, maybe a bit depressed. Maybe she's taking some medicines for it. If she isn't, she may need to soon. These are the negatives. I'll do the positives in a minute. This card shows somebody pushing logs, or the wands, which of course are the clubs in an ordinary deck. You can't see the wood for the trees, you can't see where he's going, he's pushing these things and he's getting nowhere fast. So she's doing that in her life. She's probably trying so hard and feels like she's getting nowhere. She probably is getting somewhere, but I think she feels stuck in a rut. I know it doesn't show that when you watch these people on the television and things, on the news, but I think she's stuck in a rut. Negatives. Where's the negatives? Well, we have the Devil card here from the Major Arcana. If you can make that out. If you've got a little phone, you may not be able to see it, but on a big computer you will. On a big Mac, I call mine a big Mac. So it's a big iMac. The Devil card means temptation. If you see the couple chained to the wall there, well, they're chained to the devil. If you look closely at the card, the chains are loose. They can step right out of them anytime they want. They're not locked. So it means you can avoid temptation. You don't have to fall for it. And if temptation comes Meghan's way, she should walk away from it. So if you're watching this, Meghan, don't be tempted to do something you may regret. And don't be tempted to say things you may regret, because you can't unsay them. You can say sorry, but you can't unsay them. The biggest concern of this reading is stress, because her stress levels are very high, but they always are. She's looking at 8 out of 10 for stress. That's what's making her a bit down. This card here, and that's why she's not sleeping very well at night, because I think she's stressed. She's highly stressed, highly tuned. It's like when you tune an engine up and you've got it too heavy, revving too high. She's not sleeping well, and then she has this one to make it even worse, because this card can indicate a loss. Now, losses in psychic readings are usually the avoidable kind. So it means, Meghan, if you're watching, be careful with money, with investments, with credit cards, if you use those kind of things. Your purse, your handbag, your valuables, your telephone, your iPhone, or whatever you got. Be careful, because a loss is in the reading, and it will happen if you're not careful within 12 to 14 days, or because of something that happens in the next 12 to 14 days that could trigger it later on. So watch out for a loss. Now, sometimes losses can be severe, like losing a job. Very rarely it can mean losing a person, but the spirit world don't normally reveal deaths in readings. They're things from Hollywood movies. If you see a death in a reading, it's usually because you're expecting it anyway. Somebody's not very well and you already know about it. But they are major secrets. But it can mean two people losing each other, falling out with each other, falling out of love with each other. So let me tell you the most, while we're on the subject of love, the cup cards, as I mentioned here, these are the hearts in an ordinary deck. They're about feelings, emotions and love. And this reading doesn't really have any, which tells me that Meghan is not in love with anyone at the moment, and she's not with a soulmate either. They may be friendly, she may be friendly with people, people may love her, but this lady, I believe, is not in love with anyone. No one. And then she has the Lover's card from the Major Arcana. Beautiful card, that one. It means decisions have to be made regarding your emotional setup, your love life. It means she can go left, right or straight ahead. Like when you're in a car, left, right or straight ahead. She cannot go backwards, which can mean that a lover from the past is in touch. If she goes backwards to a lover from the past, unhappiness will prevail. That's dead cert. But a Lover's card also means that she has to make, I hope you can hear me, has to make decisions about her love life. It can mean a brand new lover sometimes. Sometimes it can mean that you have two lovers and you've got to choose one, or even three. So she's got to make decisions about her love life in the next 14 days or because of the next 14 days. If she doesn't make decisions about her love life, they will be forced upon her and she wouldn't like that. So she's going to have to make decisions about her love life. I don't know what she'll decide. Well, I do know, I think, but I better not tell you on here. But I don't think Meghan's in love with anyone. And I was going to say this at the end of the reading, but I think that her and her husband are living separate lives, which I've predicted for months now. But they may be in the same building, but I think they're really living separate lives. And I think the love, that if they ever had it, is starting to fade if it hasn't already gone already. There's arguments, there's quarrels, there's conflict. And like all psychic readings, if the spirit world predicts arguments, it means you're not going to win them. So don't bother, because you'll lose. So the negatives: lack of sleep, high stress, slight bit of down, depression time. Maybe she's taking medicines for that. Overdoing it and getting nowhere. She feels that way. She's not, but she feels as though she is. Temptation that should be avoided at all costs. The Devil card comes to test us out, to see how we respond to temptation. It's a test. And then a possible loss. That would concern me more than anything else in the reading so far. So let me tell you some of the positives. Well, she's going to do some travelling overseas. If not during the next 14 days, then it will certainly be planned or booked during that time. You heard it here first. She's travelling overseas. I believe if she goes with someone, it won't be someone she's in love with. She may go with her husband, but I don't think she's in love with him. That's what I'm being told. I mean, it could be wrong, but I don't normally get things very wrong. There's movement in the reading. There you are. There's children there. The movement shows happiness. So if she moves, it will bring happiness if she moves properly. Again, it may not be in the next 14 days, but it will be because of the next 14 days. And she may move with her husband, but I still don't see love there. However, movement will bring more happiness. If she's going to have to move, well, if she's thinking of moving, I think then she should. Because where she is at the moment, I think she's stuck in a rut. Then there's some interesting things. It looks to me as though she's waiting for something. Look at that chap, he's got the world in his hands, look. And he still feels something missing. She's got the world in her hands, but she feels empty. She feels like something's missing. It's just a feeling. But usually, when a reading shows a feeling of emptiness or something not fulfilled or something missing, the missing thing is love. And it's all over the reading. I don't think she's in love. I don't think she's been in love for quite a while. But she will reach a lover's crossroads soon where she will have to make decisions. It's better to make them because you want to than to be forced into it. There's another card here indicating waiting, but she's also waiting. Look at that chap waiting. That's a diamond card, well, a coins, pentacle card, but in an ordinary deck, that would be diamonds. So she's waiting for some money. Maybe there's a delay in one of her payments. It will come. She needs to be patient. But money, she's waiting for. There could be a dispute. I think it came up when I did the pair, Harry and Meghan together. Notice I don't normally mention the children. I don't think it's right to do that. But the children are okay as far as I can see. But what she's waiting for is money to come soon. Meanwhile, she's balancing it. See that balancing act? She's doing a balancing act with finances. She's also, as I've pointed out many times, doing a balancing act with her emotions. And the sea there, the ocean, once again indicates travel. So she's travelling soon. She's travelling very soon. Then we have this chap here, the King of Pentacles, the King of Diamonds. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. The King of Diamonds or the King of Pentacles indicates a man linked to cash, finance, money. Could be a banker, he could be a millionaire. I think he's a millionaire, and I think that he quite likes Meghan, and I think that Meghan quite likes him. Whether they'll go anywhere together, we will see, but not for the next 14 days. But there's a man who is interested in Meghan, he fancies her, he fancies his chances with her, and that could be part of this decision making. Let me know in the comments what you think about that, because she's got to make decisions about her love life. If you picked anything up, you psychics out there, let me know. Then there is some money coming. You see this person giving money to beggars. So she does give some money to charity. So there's money coming soon, which she's going to probably have to let go as soon as it comes in. It's probably promised to one of her charities. Excuse me. So we then have a couple of ladies. This lady here, again quite wealthy, businesswoman, a successful self-made lady, and she's linked to Meghan. They're not necessarily friends, they could be, but they're certainly linked to each other. It could be an advisory thing. This lady gives her advice. This lady is very feminine, very well dressed. She doesn't follow fashion like a sheep. She makes her own decisions about fashion. She's very smart. She likes a nice place to live, nice surroundings, comfortable surroundings, and she's got all that. She may have a partner, but I doubt it. And if she hasn't got a partner, this lady, she does okay, thank you. Then we have another lady here. This lady is worried about Meghan. I think it's her mum. It could be a relative, another relative, but I think it's someone in the family, possibly a mum or another lady in the family. Let me know what you think. It's a person who likes animals and may have a pet or more than one. Again, very well dressed, very well seated, not skint, not broke. May not be a millionaire, but she's doing okay. So as you look at this now, travel, movement, possibly moving house, some depression. I think she's looking at the past, wishing she could change it, crying over spilt milk, but no love in the reading, only a lover's choice or a lover's crossroads really. And it's very unusual to see a reading, especially for someone like Meghan, that doesn't have love in it. Love is the strongest force in the universe, the strongest force in any psychic reading, and this reading doesn't have it, not yet. Let's take a look at Meghan's love life for the next 14 days. Well, no, we'll go a bit further. We'll go 3 months for that. We'll take a look specifically at her love life. And remember, I'm only the messenger, don't shoot the messenger. I'm telling you what I'm given to tell you by my spirit guides. And I'm going to shuffle these one last time. And don't forget, if you want a reading with me privately on the phone, go to my website down there, davidcharlespsychic.com, or one of my team of over 100 psychics, and they're all good. Otherwise, they wouldn't be working for me. And let's take a look at her love life. Please join and subscribe. Follow me. Thank you to all my people who are already following me. Please give me a like if you like it. Share me with your friends. And make some comments. I try and answer all of them. Sometimes I can't manage all of them, but make some comments. Let me know what you think, what your opinions are, especially if you're psychic. It'd be interesting to know. This is Meghan's love life. Again, we got no real cup cards. The only cup card here, or the hearts, which means love, is a meeting with someone from the past. Somebody from the past is getting in touch with Meghan, and I think they may already have done so. Or she's getting in touch with them. So there's links to the past. I said earlier, she's wishing she could go backwards and change something or do something again differently. If she goes backwards to a lover, it will be very, very unhappy for her and for him, whoever it may be. Then she has the Tower, a tragic looking card, people falling out of a building that's on fire. Horrible card, but it's not as horrible as it looks. The Tower means turbulence. It means somebody gives you a shake up, or life gives you a bit of a rough and tumble. A turbulent time. I always say turbulence can be moving house. It doesn't have to be the end of the world, but turbulence is coming for Meghan if she hasn't already got it. And she won't like it, but in a few months' time, she will look back and think, thank God that happened. She's glad it happened because it got rid of all the rubbish. Then she has another man who travels. They all travel, don't they, these days? This is a bloke that's solid. You can depend on him. someone she trusts, linked to the career, I believe. He does quite like her, but he's more looked upon as a professional. Someone she turns to, like Diana called her rock. This chap is her rock. It's not anyone she loves. I think it's linked to her working life. He's very successful. He's got success written all over him. He travels. Bit of a plodder. It's predictable. You know what he's gonna do. If he says he'll ring at 8 o'clock, he does so. When he says he'll be there, he's there. She trusts him, and there's not many people around her that she trusts, and no surprise really. She has this card showing some financial improvement, so her money problems should be sorted out, but it's got to be linked to her love, because this is a love reading. So her love life and her financial situation are very closely linked. I think she likes to be with someone who's not skint. Doesn't mean she's after money, but she doesn't like people, or she's not attracted to people unless they're quite wealthy. So then she has this one, again to do with her love. There is legal goings on. This can mean solicitors, lawyers, attorneys, I think you call them in America. She's dealing with one of those, and it's got something to do with her love life. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is there problems with the marriage? Because I don't think there's any love in it. And she's dealing with lawyers. And this is not to do with contracts or Netflix or any of that stuff. This is to do with love. Let me know what you think. And at the moment, she's quite doing okay, because she's being guided by a lady in spirit. This lady in spirit, the High Priestess, is guiding Meghan. She may not realise it, but she is. She may get Meghan to watch this reading. But she's being guided by a lady in spirit for the next 12 to 14 weeks, thereabouts, especially around her love life. So there's turbulence, there's legal stuff, and then she has the Hermit, which again indicates stress. So she's under stress. I think she's got quite used to it. She thinks she can deal with it, and she can, but you can't deal with stress forever. If you bend a cane long enough, it will snap. And she's bending the cane, and if she doesn't relax soon, she may have a problem, because I think she's already a bit depressed or a bit down. So let me know what you think in the comments. Oh, there's another bit here. I think I mentioned it. Yeah, there's financial improvement linked to her love life. So probably to do with a wealthy person. Could be this person here that travels. No, it's not. Not him. Could be the one I mentioned earlier. This one, I beg your pardon, is someone linked to her career. But there's money coming linked to her love life. Let me know what you think of that. Let me know your thoughts. Make some comments. Follow me if you would. Subscribe and join our little family of subscribers. And give me a like and share me with your friends. And please comment. Let me know what you think. Been lovely talking to you all. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll read for some of the royal family again in the coming weeks. And thank you so much. Remember my motto, wherever you are in this beautiful world, think lucky and you'll be lucky. Think love and you will be loved. And I love every single one of you. Take it easy. Have a lovely rest of your day. Catch you later. Stay cool. Goodbye.